We go to breaking news right now. Police pursuit in progress. Stu Mendel over the scene in Sky 9 to bring us up to speed. Stu?
Well, this is one of those interesting ones for sure. Now, right now, at this moment, we're going to be in Riverside, taking the West 91 from the 15. Now, this started in Covina. And as we understand it, the original reason they wanted to pull this vehicle over was because no license plates. And the pursuit was on. It quickly got onto the freeway, the 210 freeway. In the Covina area earlier on, Covina PD was the lead in the pursuit. Speeds up to 100 miles an hour. California Highway Patrol got involved in the air. They had the Riverside law enforcement, and of course they had the Sheriff's Department and California Highway Patrol. They've been handing it back and forth, back and forth. Where are we now? Well, we thought we were going to be getting on the eastbound. We're getting on the westbound 91 freeway. You can see it right there. Speeds have slowed down, thank goodness. Who is in actual pursuit? Well, Covina PD is still involved in this, but the California Highway Patrol have taken the lead. At this time, speeds a little bit more palatable, but you can see that vehicle starting to pick up some speed right now. Once again, we're going to be in the actual proper city of Riverside right now. The pursuit ongoing. We understand just the driver inside that vehicle. The original one, no license plates.
So, Stu, can you tell us what type of vehicle that is? It looks like it might be a sports car of some type.
You know what, Jeff, we haven't actually heard what kind of vehicle are. They just describe it as a gray compact. That's what we're seeing right now as well. As soon as we get more information, or I get a better look at it, we can start getting that kind of information as well. We know, though, that this vehicle at one point moving at 100 miles an hour, we're guessing that it's probably going to start doing something like that once again. Established on the 91, we don't have many options here on what we can do for just a little bit, but I can tell you, California Highway Patrol right behind it. They want this vehicle to stop safely. Earlier on, the reason why California Highway Patrol gave it up, the speed's just way too high. And that was over in the Ontario area when it was on the southbound 15. Right now, though, speeds are one of the reasons why I'm stalling here is because I'm pushing some buttons. I'm trying to get some numbers, but we're just getting into the triple digits once again. So we're going about 100 miles an hour once again. California Highway Patrol on the ground. They have a helicopter in the air providing that light. And the original want, this is just so bizarre, no license plates. So you got to wonder, maybe there's something else that this person is running from law enforcement, or why they're running from law enforcement and taking such huge chances this evening.
And Stu, just to go back to the original want of no license plate, you mentioned that this started in the city of Covina for our viewers tonight who are just joining us here on KCAL and News at 8. This is breaking news of a police pursuit, or CHP pursuit, we should say, in progress right now. Looks like we're getting off the freeway. But Stu, was this originally on surface streets? Is that where it originally began, where they refused to stop?
Well, you know what? I would think so, just because it was actually Covina PD. Sorry about that, guys and gals. It looked like they were getting off the freeway, and then they got back on. But he is starting to hug that right-hand lane. 90 freeway. We're in the area of. Still in Riverside. I'm just playing with the map right here. 60 freeway coming up here in a moment or two, but he does seem like he might be, yes, now we're going to be definitely getting off the freeway. We'll get you some streets here. This is where it's going to get really dangerous. Those high speeds, this driver might have been getting used to those crazy high speeds, and now all of a sudden we're going to start getting off the freeway. I think they said we're getting off at Sierra or La Sierra Avenue, making the turn right there. Maybe he's gotten off before and gotten back on the same freeway, just kind of made that roundabout. Right now, though, it looks like he's pushing his way over. He might be wanting to get back on the freeway, or maybe something else, but definitely right now in the Riverside area. Just got off the 91 freeway. Now we're on a major street, working our way up towards the hills.
Yeah, very aggressive and erratic driving at this point in time. Speeds 100 miles per hour on the westbound 91. This is on some side streets now. This is at Riverside. This originated in Covina. Police there initially tried to stop this vehicle with no license plate, got up to 100 miles per hour, and this is the middle of this police pursuit. And Susie, it looked like at one point in time that driver was going to slow down and maybe dip into a parking lot or something, and you wonder if they're trying to find a way to bail out.
In the right-hand lane,
Yeah.
probably just desperate at this point to get away from the chasing agency, which is the CHP as far as we know right now. Another agency possibly might take over because we are on surface streets. But we do know, Jeff, that this originally started with the Covina Police Department in pursuit. Then the CHP actually had to back off for a few moments because of the fact that the driver was going way too fast, as you mentioned, upwards 100 miles per hour. Speeds too high in Ontario, so the CHP had to actually back off in that city.
And this is too high speeds on these residential streets as well, and these side streets. I mean, you're talking about it's night, you can't see as far out as those headlights at the speed you're going. You have people on these side streets, you got pedestrians, you got bicyclists, you got people enjoying the evening. It's a good, nice night out. You see those two vehicles behind there. Obviously, police could attempt a pit maneuver as this vehicle slows down just a bit. You know, that is something that they could do, is this right-hand turn here by this suspect. Okay, Stu, where do you think we are now? Looks like we might be getting into some neighborhoods.
We're definitely trying to turn into a residential neighborhood. We're right off of La Sierra. We continued on. We'd be right up next to Lake Matthews. Right now, though, the vehicle definitely slowing down. Was kind of taking a look at the driver. Seems like that driver moving around, a little agitated inside there, and I'm kind of wondering perhaps maybe he's running out of gas. That vehicle's starting to drive a lot slower. The lights are off. And they're just talking the same thing. I'm trying to get the name of that exact street, residential neighborhood. This road actually does, if he knows this area, that road actually does loop around and brings you back onto La Sierra. Making a turn right now, but these officers that are right behind her, those are going to be the Covina officers. These have been in pursuit since the beginning, since it started in their town of Covina. Slower moving right now. We haven't seen that pit maneuver. Now would be the time, if those officers are pit certified. You can see that is a canine unit right there. Maybe one of the reasons why they're doing that is because they have that dog that gives them the ability to get that suspect if he jumps out and runs.
And just almost, Jeff, perfectly choreographed, between the West Covina or the Covina Police Department and the CHP. We know that they were in pursuit on the 91 freeway.
Not anymore.
When he was driving on the freeway, the driver was on the freeway, and now the Covina Police Department has re-engaged, I guess, in the pursuit, and they were just right there when he exited off of La Sierra.
Now you take a look at here. This is much more rural of an area. You see hardly any streetlights at all. It's pretty dark in this area here. It's lit up by, of course, the CHP helicopter overhead. But this driver has slowed down considerably. And you can see him moving around there behind the wheel. You see the open window. You see a short sleeve T-shirt and his arm on the wheel. At one point in time, it looked like he was, I don't know, moving around quite a bit. You wonder if they're trying to get rid of something. And as we get a closer look here at this, all we can say right now is a dark-colored, looks like a four-door sedan at this point in time.
And Stu, what were you just saying?
Jeff, I actually think that's the universal. I think that's actually the universal symbol of "let's go, let's go, let's go." I think that vehicle is starting to give out on
I
it.
see.
Also, something interesting. We heard it was just the driver earlier on, but now that light is we're seeing it flash through that car, it does seem like there is somebody in that passenger seat. It's going to be an interesting ending when we see it. Made his way back onto La Sierra. He's basically heading back to the freeway. If he makes it, I'm kind of curious because it definitely seems like that vehicle running out of fuel. Right now, though, seems to be just kind of rolling along. Lights are back on. Covina PD, the ones that are right behind him, right there. The California Highway Patrol, they kind of dropped out. And this is kind of a policy thing that happens with these with law enforcement, especially when you start crossing those lines of jurisdiction. If Covina originally starts it and doesn't actually physically say, you know what, California Highway Patrol, you take it, then it's theirs. So right now, they're still right there behind it. I think they're getting some assistance, possibly from Riverside PD, but this is basically a Covina call right now. These are going to be Covina officers, and again, they've had that opportunity to pit. Makes you wonder, maybe they are not pit certified, but that car definitely really starting to slow down, slow down, slow down as we're making our way back towards the freeway, but we haven't gotten on. I wonder if it's actually going to make it.
Yeah, and I just wonder what's going on with the car, too,
I hate to admit it, but I've run out of gas a couple of times, and usually it doesn't go this long. Usually it just shuts down.
That's true.
So I don't know if maybe they're having some sort of engine trouble. I didn't plan very well, Stu, on those couple nights that I ran out of gas out in the middle of nowhere.
I think we've all been there.
But
you're right.
It didn't take a couple blocks to run out of gas. Yeah,
Looks
this
like
might
they're
be a
trying to
pit
get pretty
maneuver.
close there. Looks up, attempting the pit maneuver.
There you go.
Got him turned
There's
around.
the pit maneuver. And the other officers coming in to block him in. Right away, the doors open, officers with their weapons out. That's going to be Riverside PD helping Covina PD right there. Vehicle spun out and stopped right now, facing the officers. So we'll see if those reverse lights come on. We'll see if that car starts again. But right now, this thing coming to an end off of La Sierra out here in the Riverside area. You can see that intersection. Cars still trying to make their turns, get where they're going. They don't want to be stuck in that. But they're saying felony stop in progress. Definitely a passenger inside that vehicle. Now we can see him. But we'll see how quickly they get out of that vehicle as this pursuit comes to an end out here in Riverside after a pit maneuver. But is it over? We got to wait till they get out of that car and the cuffs are on them.
Let's talk about that pit maneuver real quick, Susie. That was textbook. He took the right-hand side, the back quarter panel of that vehicle, and just spun it right around.
At a pretty slow rate of speed, too.
Yeah, and then it stalled, and that's exactly what you wanted it to do. And he's facing those officers where they can give their commands, and obviously the passenger and the driver could see that they have guns drawn.
Yeah, now you can definitely see the passenger with one of their hands out. You could see that. Originally, we thought that this was just one driver inside this car, but it looks like there might be a second person in the passenger seat, although we haven't been able to see a face yet. But as far as we know, as we wait for the Riverside Police Department and the Covina Police Department, as they cooperate to get these two people outside of the car, we're waiting for them to, of course, give them the orders there. We want to just update you on what we've been seeing. We know that this pursuit started in the city of Covina. The original want was no license plate, and they refused to stop. So the Covina Police Department were in pursuit of this car on the 210 freeway, and that's when the CHP took the lead and took over. And it looks like we're still waiting for them to come out of this vehicle, but the Sheriff's Department was involved, the Riverside Police Department's involved. The driver was going at speeds of up to 100 miles per hour, really different from what happened at the end of this pursuit. Hopefully this is the end, is what we're looking at tonight, but definitely slowed down.
Absolutely.
And we don't know why.
And so here's what's happening right now. The officers are giving their commands, telling those individuals behind the wheel in that car to keep their hands up. And as you can see, both of their hands are up to the roof of the car, and they will ask them to come out of the vehicle one at a time. And we haven't seen that yet. Typically, they tell them to throw the keys out to make sure the car will not move, because that could be a deadly weapon, and you don't want that if an officer approaches the vehicle. So they usually, however, I don't see that driver's side window is down.
It's hard to see,
I see that it's up. I don't see that it's down. It was down earlier, but obviously they were going to want that person, the driver, to throw the keys out, and then they're going to have them come out one by one, and they'll take them into custody.
Sure, and it takes a long time, obviously, because they want to be extra cautious about who's inside this vehicle, how many people are inside this car, are they armed, what is going on, what is their state of mind. They have no idea at this point, because they refuse to stop, so they don't know.
Well, they don't know what they're running from, right?
Sure.
We have seen them on time to time, Susie, kind of go up to that vehicle and then break the windows and pull these individuals
and get aggressive,
out.
sure.
Yeah, they will do that. Now they will, wait it out for a bit of time, and we do have this inset picture that'll come up on the right-hand part of your screen of the pit maneuver that happened just moments ago.
And this is on La Sierra in the city of Riverside. The driver got off La Sierra off the 91 freeway and took surface streets and went through a residential neighborhood near Lake Matthews, and was driving slower. And it looked like they were just trying to avoid officers who were in chase behind them, but then kind of really slowed down, and that's when they were able to go in and perform that pit maneuver.
Yeah, this is in Riverside near the Lake Matthews area. Let's go back up to Sky 9 and Stu Modelo, see if there's anything more that we can add here as we continue to see these suspects being told what to do. We hope that they get out and in custody soon. Stu?
Well, this is actually coming to an end out here. The cross is going to be Indian. It's going to be Indian and La Sierra, and you can see that those two still in that vehicle, hands up. And I don't think I don't think their commands have been yet to get out of the vehicle. I think they're basically telling them just to have their hands up. They're waiting to set up an area here that you can see some of the officers from Riverside PD starting to block some traffic. They actually have a flare pattern set up on Indian just a little bit off to the right side of the screen. So they're basically, I believe that they just haven't told them to get out of the vehicle yet, and now they are. You can see that door popping open. There we go. We get a first look at the driver. Didn't put it in park. There you go. Jump back in there. Maybe some nervous moments. You got those officers out there. They've got their guns pointed.
And
you forget
at you,
things like putting the vehicle in park.
Well, I say anytime you take police on a pursuit, you don't know what's going on, and you have no idea what's happening, so it seems like he's rushing around.
Oh, boy.
But now he does definitely seem to be following these commands pretty well. Hands are up. He's walking backwards. They might ask him to pull his shirt up. We'll see what happens. That dog definitely ready. That dog's been riding since Covina, so this thing's been going probably for a good 30, maybe 40 minutes. So you can see that dog ready to go. You can see other officers out here, Riverside PD, joining because it's in their jurisdiction. But there's a number of Covina units out here as well. Now the passenger's still in the car. Hands are up. Maybe he's got him like that to keep the light out of his eyes. But the driver definitely out of the vehicle. It's coming to an end out here, city of Riverside. This is going to be the corner of La Sierra and Indian. That driver walking towards the officers right now, that dog wanting to say hello, but I don't think they're going to let that dog go, and they're probably just going to take this guy into custody.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Susie.
Yeah, I was just going to say this is off La Sierra in Riverside, and the cross street is Indiana. In the city of Riverside.
Oh,
yeah, this is one suspect with his arms up. We understand there's another one that's a passenger in this vehicle. This all started in Covina. Want for a no license plate. We'll continue to follow this pursuit, into pursuit rather, and those two in custody here on KCAL 9 and KCAL9.com.